fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're just freaked out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here. And now, whenever we last left off, we had 3 Izuku Midoriyas. Midoriya A and B are technically one Midoriya. Midoriya A is with Melissa Shield and David Shield, working on the cure on their route. Midoriya B is with Overhaul and has just met Eri. And well, he has been told that he is now going to have to go through Overhaul's tests and examinations in order to help him further understand Midoriya's condition. And then there is Midoriya C, cloned from Midoriya's internal organs, and, well, basically a copy of the original Midoriya. However, all of his cells are completely infected. Not just Midoriya's body. Now, with that being said, this Midoriya C is the Midoriya who is currently connected the most with the alien creature. It hunting it down and always having encounters with it. It seemingly always finding a way to escape and get away. Now, with that being said, I do want to say that we can pick up roughly about Midoriya being 16 and a half, so let's say 2 years later. Actually, no, let's say 3, so Midoriya would be 19. Now, Midoriya in this time has actually gained the trust of Overhaul. And the doctor has tried, or quote-unquote has tried, to find a way to turn Midoriya perfectly human. However, it's tricky. The doctor, whenever he does do these quote-unquote tests, he is more likely to turn Midoriya into a Nomu, or at least some strange abomination. That is what he does find, using these samples of Midoriya's blood and trying to perform this process on a normal human. Him deciding that after the process is done, that person will be turned into a Nomu, and then they can try and perform the process on All For One, since the person doesn't really seem to change. Now, along with that, we actually do cut over to Island, where we do have Izuku. Him with longer hair, and well, somewhat of stubble on his face, as he is looking off and around the entire city. Now, we actually do have Melissa, who does walk out and almost surprise him. So, how are you feeling? Oh, hey Melissa. I'm feeling good, I guess. Well, that's alright. Yeah. And, well, Midoriya is saying that his other self is with Overhaul. Overhaul's been pushing a little bit, and stressing him out as well. He can only assume what his body is going through. Now, Melissa does ask Midoriya if it's really all that bad. Oh, well, yeah, kind of. I get phantom pain from whatever he feels. Sometimes I feel like my limbs are, well, invisible. I can look down at my hand and feel fire shooting through it. and it's strange. It's intense. Really? Yeah. And, well, it's not just that. All the research you and your father have been doing, all the help you've been giving me. Midoriya turning around and leaning backwards, saying that he has no real way to thank them. Hmm? Izuku, you don't really have to thank us. Besides, my father, you've helped him a lot. Hmm? What do you mean? Well, the sketches, the designs, everything you've provided. You've helped him so much. Our research and core technology and understanding of science, human health, it's increased dramatically. If anything, we should be thanking you. Hmm? Shit. Well, that's not really the way I see it. Well, if you do want to see it a certain way, I can show you something. Huh? Yeah, it's a bit of a project I work on in my free time. Sometimes the project to help you, it just irks me a little bit. Especially the wall I try and get over. In fact, the project has helped me a lot. And I've even based it off of certain things that you talk about. Now, Midoriya is intrigued by this. And Melissa, she actually just walk over and hold out her hands, saying that he just simply needs to follow her. Midoriya holding out his hand and wrapping around Melissa's, as she quickly does pull him. Now, she pulls Midoriya into an area of a lab, after walking around for a few minutes. The door opening and Midoriya walking in. It's a pitch black room, and the lights do shoot on, nearly blinding Midoriya, as he would look around, seeing what looks to be a suit. Hmm? What is that? Melissa walking over and actually putting her hand on it. Her having to hold her hand up to just simply put it on the center, where the person would fit inside. Talking about how this little thing right here is what she would call her masterpiece. Hmm? Yeah, my dad doesn't even know about this yet. In fact, well, it's just this suit. I'm trying to find a way to present it. At the next technological fair I would see come up. Okay, what exactly does it do? Well, the suit. It's like a power suit, you know? Oh, I see. But it's quite large. Does someone actually fit inside it? Well, yeah. The cockpit is kind of strange to it, but it's not something that would be too complicated. Besides, her walking over to a table and clicking down on a small remote, as the thing does seem to open up. Her actually getting a ladder and walking over, stepping onto it as she does climb in. As she does so, she actually does pull up or pull out what seems to be sleeves from the wall, wrapping them around her legs and actually setting her foot down in something. Noria confused. Melissa talking about how it's like a mimicry of her nervous system. The suit is built to be an extension of her body. Her actually putting her hand into a glove, and then wrapping something around her arm and her forearm. And she would hold out her fingers and Midoriya would watch what does happen, as she instructs the suit to turn on. Midoriya watching as Melissa is able to move her hands, and form a fist. Whoa, right? I did this with your understanding of alien knowledge. And, well, I'm hoping you can help me. Huh? Yeah, if I'm able to mass produce these types of suits, it could help a lot of people. Even the quirkless could become pro heroes. Hmm. Wow. I never really thought about it like that. Yeah, it's not just that. If we can find that spacecraft, we can. Midoriya flinching at that word. Spacecraft. Hmm. Uh. So that's what this conversation was leading to. Hmm? But, Izuku, the spacecraft, it can help all of us. Yeah, I understand. But just me showing you that technology, getting it here, everything about it, it would get you and your dad in a lot of trouble. Hmm? Yes, I understand, but we can show there's a cure for your condition. I know. But even then, Overhaul's allowing me to help him. For now. And I'm worried about her. Hmm? Her? Worried about who? Oh, Eri. I think I've mentioned her to you before. Hmm? Eri? The name does sound somewhat familiar. Okay. There's a reason for that. Overhaul's doing something to her. Trying to get rid of her quirk. Huh? Yeah. And then there's the doctor. I provide him with what he does need. Blood samples, tissue samples, even small bits of the actual body I have. And he's just studying me. I think he's made a few attempts from what I've heard. At least what they've told me. But even then, Yakuza and villains, they're not really a good mix. But, well, Midoriya admitting that he has a plan after they do help him. Hmm? What do you mean? Well, I'm just thinking that. Melissa, this is gonna sound fucked up, honestly, but might be the best chance I have. What if I kill them? Absorb them? What? Yeah, I did it to the scientist who did this to me. I made multiple copies of myself before the place burned to ash. If I'm able to do this, take out these guys, absorb them, gain their knowledge, I might be able to do it myself. Izuku, that's horrible. I know, but Overhaul, his quirk, what Aries told me from spending time with her. She trusts me, Melissa. She needs help. And I've just been somebody she knows is good. She knows that I'm not with Overhaul. She knows I'm experimented on too. And besides, she's just 10 years old. Now, this does upset Melissa. Telling Midoriya that if he is to do that, do not let her father find out. She can even try to call Uncle All Might. Hmm? I thought All Might retired. He. Well, sadly, he did. Something went on with his quirk. But if you're to do this, All Might can probably hook you up with some people. Let you know what you can do. However, you can't tell him that you're planning to kill them. Otherwise, he'll just turn his back on you. Alright, I get it. Thank you, Melissa, for understanding this. Understanding? please, I've been helping you out for a long time. Besides, after this is all said and done, well, her putting her fingers on her lips before actually putting her hand outwards and putting that finger on Midoriya's mouth, saying that perhaps they can actually go on a proper date and just forget about everything that has happened. Oh man, that would sound nice. You got yourself a deal. In fact, how about we take that trip to Paris? Or to the States? That would sound nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, it really would. For right now, though, I'll be making a phone call. Alright. Now, with that being said, we do cut over to Overhaul's base, where Midoriya B is, as he does currently walk into a room with a small bag. And as he does open the door, he does flip on the light. Eri actually somewhat scared before she does open her eyes, and see Midoriya there with bandages covering his arms. Now, as Midoriya does walk in, she actually does look at the weird shirt he is wearing, asking him if he's alright. I'll be fine, Eri. Don't worry about me. Trust me. I hardly feel the pain anymore. I think that way too. Well, Midoriya says, sitting down, him actually pulling out some candy out of the bag, handing her a lollipop. Her actually going to take it hesitantly, Midoriya telling her that it's quite alright. As she does grab it, she does jump backwards onto the bed. And Midoriya, he does just sit up against the wall, telling Eri that the tests they've been doing on him have been getting a bit worse. But it is going to make it to where he's going to get better soon. That's great, Asuku. But what about me? Huh? Yeah, the test they're doing on me. Well, I don't know too much about that. Overhaul doesn't really let me do my own research on you. I think he's scared about what I could find. Especially with your quirk. That's what this is all about. Well, no. I've brainstormed to him before that your quirk can cure me. What? Really? That's great then. Why doesn't he? He's scared. He's scared about what it can do. He's tested certain things about your blood and body. He knows that you heal instantly, but the scars, they don't go away. Eri, I know things are tough here. And, well, I myself have been fed up with it. Yeah, Midoriya says, talking about how he can get her out of here. How does that sound? Eri having her eyes widen, and telling Izuku that that won't work. Overhaul he won't let them get away. He always has a way to stop somebody. And no matter what happens, it's never worked. The last man who tried that got killed. Well, the last man who tried that wasn't me. Trust me, Eri. Your life is gonna somewhat go back to normal, Midoriya says, telling her that once he initiates his plan, then, and only then, will things truly get better. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys have an amazing night, or an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.